Thank you for joining us this Friday, the 27th of June. I'm Sophia, a market analyst with Bell Direct. This is your weekly market update. Well, as the June quarter nears its end, global markets are navigating market turmoil while breaking through record highs. Meanwhile, July's outlook is shaping up for the potential risk of the looming tariff pause ending on July 9. And as the tariff pause, which briefly dragged down global markets, comes to an end, markets will be keeping a close eye on supply chains and on business confidence. Additionally, the Israel-Iran conflict was the key focus this week as airlines rerouted flights, then as the ceasefire appeared to hold, demand for gold as a safe haven declined. Now, if you're considering where to invest amid the current market turmoil, our research team at Bell Potter have just released their latest Analyst Outlook and Stock Picks report. The full report is available to clients actively trading with Bell Direct. Now, let's take a look at some of the stocks that are recommended in the report. Agricultural and FMCG investments include Bega Cheese, a manufacturer and distributor of dairy and associated products in both Australian and international markets, and Elders, a leading supplier of fertilizer, agricultural chemicals, and animal health products in rural and regional Australia, with strong agency positions in livestock, wool, and in real estate. Bell Potter values BGA at $7 and ELD at $9.10. Now consider this sector high risk with volatility from both commodity prices and seasonal factors. Bell Potter have a positive view on the outlook for the technology sector given the above average forecast revenue and earnings growth, as well as the easing interest rate environment which has commenced. Now, lower interest rates are generally positive for high growth stocks with low or negative cash flow. However, the sector has still performed well in the last few years, even in the rising interest rate environment, and has led to large cap stocks with reasonable cash flow and earnings. So Bell Potter's picks include WiseTech Global with a $122.50 price target and Gentrack Group with a $13.50 price target. Now, considering healthcare, 9 of the 35 healthcare names covered by Bell Potter are trading at a premium to their 31st December market price and the XHJ Healthcare Index. Now, Bell Potter's healthcare analysts are recommending Telix Pharmaceuticals, that's a leader in the radiopharmaceutical sector, at a $34 price target, and Neuron Pharmaceuticals, which is a drug developer, with a $20 price target. And gold has continued to tick the boxes this year, setting further all-time highs in both US and Australian dollar terms. Central bank buying and de-dollarization of certain sovereign balance sheets has continued to be supportive of the gold price. And the volatility in global trade policy saw that the gold price reached an all-time high of $3,500 an ounce in April. Now, while these are supportive factors that have run much of their course, we've seen a couple of months of price consolidation. The Israel-Iran conflict now skews gold risk to the upside, and in Bell Potter's view. Now, Bell Potter's stock picks, they include Minerals, 260, Centara Minerals, and Evolution Mining. Now, Bell Direct clients can access this full report, which includes Bell Potter's stock picks within each industry sector. Moving on to the market's performance this week so far, well, the ASX 200 has gained 0.32% Monday to Thursday, despite 9 of the 11 industry sectors in the red. Energy has declined the most, down 4%, while financials are in the lead, up 2.76%. On the ASX 200 leaderboard, Light and Wonder is in the lead, up more than 12%, while Emerald's Resources is down more than 12%. Now, Light and Wonder has earned a US courtroom victory in an ongoing aristocrat trade secrets battle. The US District Court of the District of Nevada said that the company does not need to disclose the math models behind its hold and spin game titles, and that Aristocrat must detail any trade secrets it's looking to protect. And strong gains were posted on the All Ords, with DroneShield and Collins Foods each advancing more than 30% this week so far, while Adairs was the worst performer, down over 20%. And the most traded stocks by Bell Direct clients were BHP, CSL, Close the Loop, and DroneShield. Clients also bought into Fortescue and Woodside, while took profits from the big banks CBA, Westpac, NAB, and ANZ. And the most traded ETFs included the BetaShares Nasdaq 100 ETF, the BetaShares Australian High Interest Cash ETF, and the Vanguard Australian Shares High Yield ETF. And to end, economic news items to watch out for next week. Well, private sector credit figures are out on Monday. The S&P Global Manufacturing final PMI for June is out on Tuesday. It's forecast to come in at 51, indicating an expansion from the month prior. And balance of trade data for May will be released on Thursday. Now that's all for this week. I'm Sophia Mavridis with Bell Direct. I hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday morning.